best of starts to the year. There's just a couple of silly errors that gave them the head start, and then just couldn't really find that goal in the second half, could we?
Dreadful defender. You know, you work so hard in being strong, being organised, and all you got to do is pick up your players, pick him up, mark him, stop him scoring. Dreadful defender. You know what I mean? I'm not going to come on here today and single players out, but you know who it is. Like, we've watched it. You know what I mean? You can have a game plan much as you want, but like, you've got to just defend. You know what I mean? Get tight to him. He's got a hat-trick in under 30 minutes. You know, and I won't accept that. A few harsh words were said at half time, and you know, we've come out second half and had a go, haven't we? But it's too late. You know what I mean? It's a 90-minute game.
It was a bit started reasonably well, actually. The first 10 was quite even, but it was just that mad spell, wasn't it? It was just constant errors. Then there could have probably been more than 3, couldn't there?
Yeah, first 7-8 minutes, really chuffed. Please, you know, manager that chops and changes. You build a side, you're going to lose games, but then momentum keeps you going, and then you start winning games. Right now, I've got to just keep chopping and changing. You know, and I'm not here for that. I don't want to chop and change, but if you ain't going to do it right, you know, we ain't going to change it. We'll just shift you out of the club. It's that simple.
Are you disappointed? Because it's been other games as well where we have reasonably played quite well for large periods of the game, but then the odd mistake creeps in and the team will nick a goal against us.
It's every week. Like, every single week, whatever you want to say, even when we're winning games, and we knew this, listen, let's not cover up the cracks. Even when we were winning games, we were analysing on the Thursdays and the Monday nights, like, they still got in here, you still let that open, because we study the opposition hard here. You know what I mean? We've done it well today. We knew he was going to play today. That's why we brought Matty Strong back in for a little bit of strength. You know what I mean? And let's not lie here. One centre half was absolutely outstanding on Monday, and then plays again today, and like, it was like a lost puppy out there. It was like a boy against a man, and that's what it was today. And I ain't got time to be, bringing you milk and cookies during the week. You know what I mean? I need men. And today there was 5 or 6 people out on that pitch today that, let's not lie about it, shied out of it when we went 1-0 down. And that's what disappoints me. I can handle losing, but when we went 1-0 down, there was 4, 5, 6, 7 heads that dropped today, and I can't accept that. I'm sorry, I can't accept that. You know what I mean? And like, now it's like, we're this, we're that, and I'm like, we set up perfect for them today. We started well, and then just another mistake.
They're a really good team.
Yes,
they were even clapped off today by our own fans because of that performance. So that's when you really don't want to make a mistake against either, because they will punish it. Whereas other teams in the league, you can sort of get away with it sometimes. Was that sort of made clear at the start of the game that these boys will punish us?
Oh, 100%. Every team in this league will punish you, but when you're playing against the top boys that are absolutely flying, you can't make mistakes. What's the difference today? We make 3 mistakes, they make none, they keep a clean sheet. We make mistakes, men against boys, they win the game. Whoever wants to win the game and doesn't make mistakes will always win the game. You know, the first one that made the mistake today was going to be Kos, wasn't it? If you go back and look at the last 7-8 games when we've won here, you know, it's the opposition have made the mistake, or we've pressed them high and we've stopped them coming out early and stuff like that. But listen, everyone's going to make mistakes, but it's the manner after the mistake. You know what I mean? What am I going to do? Go home today and just cry about it, or am I going to work harder to get it right? You know, and I'm like, to the boys just there, I'm like, I'm not gobsmacked. It's just like, you've lost the game of football, but it's the manner you've lost it. You know what I mean? It's just, it's just not acceptable.
And what did you say to the boys at half time? Because there was they did save some face in that second half. It was a lot like the second half Boxing Day, where we had a lot of the ball, but it didn't create lots of chances, but we stopped them making certainly as much chance as they had the first half.
I was very open and honest with them at half time. I said that I felt for the first time in 12, 13, 14 weeks, however long I've been here, now I'm being let down. You know, I'm trusting these players, and you're making changes, and we're trying to build for the future. I felt like they let me down, and I never used my own example as that, but I thought the chairman, my management team and us were let down by players today, because we're doing everything we can off the pitch to get it right on the pitch, and we've had to move our centre midfielder to play left back, you know what I mean? And let's not forget this, the last 15 games he'd been the best player in centre midfield, but now we're moving players to accommodate players, and that's what disappoints me today, that people were just scared to get on the ball. You know, we're trying to play a lot more football today, as you can see, and you play football, you get the ball away.
Did the conditions help us?
No, there's no excuse.
This year.
No, I never make an excuse. We got beat by a better side because they didn't make mistakes. We did. We gave them 3 goals. You know, no question about it, and they deserve their win. Credit to them. Let's not cover up cracks and say unlucky, this, that. We done well second half. Too late. I just said to the boys, too late. 45 minutes too late. You know, 30 minutes. When you go 1-0 down in this league, sometimes you have to lock in. Yeah, don't concede the second, and then momentum changes again. The problem is, we go 1 down, we look like going 2 down. Even at their place, we go 1 down, we look like going 2. Let's go Concord. We go 1-0 down, we go 2-0 down. You know, so when you analyse all of it, I can understand why people are like, literally, oh, this, that, because we don't know how to just lose 1 goal and then keep it to 1-0 for 15 minutes.
And then we look ahead to Saturday, Hampton and Richmond. We're another good team up in this mix again of this large group of clubs who are all going for playoffs and promotion. How do you prepare for that? Like, again, do you work on stopping these mistakes in training? But the problem... Are these things you can't predict, silly mistakes? Yeah,
you can't predict them, can you? Because the problem that can actually happen, and I've seen this happen in football, you can keep talking about it, you can keep bringing it up, and then mentally it gets to you. So what we have to do is prepare, go back to training, work hard at training, and prepare for what's going to be a great game down there on Saturday. And already, if you ask me now, 100 people, 99 won't believe I can go there and win. The 1% will, and on that 1% and these boys, and we got to go down there, keep believing, keep fighting. 20 games to go. Like we said earlier, I'm glad we're up here playing these big teams, but if you want to be in where we want to be, you got to be a lot better than what you are.